Welcome back, everybody, to the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 20. As today, our Lions coming off the big Thanksgiving win against the Bills, and we've got ourselves a breakout player, and it's for rookie edge rusher Mike Renwick. With Renwick, we have to get 2 interceptions, fumble forces, tackles for losses, or sacks, or allow the Vikings to under 200 yards. So, none of those are easy, but they're all possible because we have a lot of different opportunities. Renwick is a guy who, of course, we traded up for in the second round of last year's draft, and he's been a very good rookie. Really came out the gates rolling, and he's been kind of quiet ever since like week 4 or so, but he had a good game last week, and he's been playing better than he had been towards the middle of the season. But some of his numbers are really being carried by the start of the season. Week 2, remember, he had 3 sacks, all within a span of like 5 or 6 plays, I think. Ended up winning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. During Week 2, that was a win against the New England Patriots. So his stats are sort of padded a little bit because of that, but he still had a really nice season. And as you can see, he is number 1 for Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is really cool. Also got his teammate Jaquavius Highsmith in there at 4th. So looking at the opponent, the Minnesota Vikings, they are led by a few talented players, including an X-Factor pass rusher, Danielle Hunter, who's one of the best in the business. I mean, Hunter's really underrated. Does not get talked about as one of the best pass rushers in the league at this point, I guess, in the series. And then in real life, too, I mean, Danielle Hunter is an elite edge rusher. And at such a young age, I mean, he's going to be good for a while. So, certainly a scary player. The goal is to give up 2 or fewer sacks. That's possible, but it's going to be challenging knowing our track record. Also, Kenny Golladay is fully healthy. We actually played him injured last week. He didn't do too bad. Forget his stat line, but it is what it is. But now he is fully healthy, and now for the first time pretty much all year, the team is fully healthy. We don't have any injuries at this point, so we've been winning all our games without a lot of our offensive playmakers because those are the main guys who have been hurt. And this Vikings team, they're led by a star at quarterback for rookie Luis Salazar. Superstar X-Factor. I mean, him and Tez are going to be battling in this division for a long time. High-low Deadeye, inside Deadeye, conductor, and then he has an ability slot that'll probably unlock after this game. And I mean, look at these numbers. 93 short accuracy, 88 medium, 83 deep, 92 throw power, 87 speed. What can't this man do? Absolute stud. He dominated us the first time we played him. Completed his first, 21 passes or something like that. Then he sort of fizzled off, but still. Luis Salazar is one to be reckoned with. So here we go. Week 13 football is the 11-0 Detroit Lions, who with a win likely clinch a playoff berth. Going to be facing off against the 6-4-1 Minnesota Vikings, who have themselves a pretty nice season, and they could be looking at a potential wild card spot. So maybe if the Vikings can get a wild card spot and win a playoff game, this won't be the last time these two teams played. Let's go first quarter. Here's the rookie out of Oklahoma, Luis Salazar, starting with a dot over to Stephon Diggs. Diggs shined early in this game, but only had 1 catch in the second half after a big first half. 2nd and 7 now. There's Stephon Diggs once again, bringing it to the 9 right on time as the Vikings are moving it. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. Salazar hands it off for Jamar Golden. And that was not a golden play. The rookie, Jaquavius Highsmith, with the tackle for loss, forcing a loss of 5, making it a 3rd and goal at the 12. As Salazar would get it to the second-year man out of Nebraska, the Cornhusker, Ivan Holt, for the touchdown. And the Vikings are on the board first. They're going to start this game off 7-0. And if you're playing the 11-0 Lions, you might as well get the guns blazing now. As Lawson is picked off on 3rd and 5 by Ben Gideon, the Michigan man who played his college ball up in Ann Arbor for the Wolverines. And the Vikings have themselves a legit opportunity to make this a big, big lead. That was almost a turnover as Jamar Golden, the running back, fumbled it. Harrison Smith with the force. And then 4th and 1. Here's a 46-yard field goal. The kick goes right down Main Street. And the Vikings will make it 10-0. Not an ideal start for the Lions. They don't even have the ball right now after another bad possession. First down for Salazar and the boys as Luis Salazar looking to throw it. He's going to get it to Adam Thielen, more wide open than McDonald's drive-thru at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what kind of coverage that was by Detroit. And an easy gain of 21 for Adam. He's feeling it. But then 3rd and 11, there's Shaquem Griffin. One hand, don't care. What a season it's been for Griffin. His 15th sack of the year. That's a big number. Now the Lions would get it back. It's time for this offense to get in a groove as Lawson on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. And he's going to find the second-year man out of Iowa, Dwayne Stuber, the former undrafted rookie, with a nice gain. Few plays in this one were made in this one by Dwayne Stuber. He did not perform too badly. And then there's Juju Smith-Schuster with a gain of about 26. Or as for Grant Antonio Brown would say, boo-boo Schuster. And then 2nd and goal from the 1. As the great R&P would once say, keep calm and carry on. Touchdown for Kerryon Johnson. And the Lions would make it 10-7. Sort of a rough game in this one for Johnson, but he still played pretty well. As there's Ed Oliver and company there with the sacks. Show off this shimmy, young sir. Ed Oliver, he's had an amazing season. 10th sack on the campaign. That ended up being a great trade for Detroit this offseason. As late in the first half, there's TJ Hawkinson with a nice first down. And then at the 41, under a minute to go now, over to Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to gain about 19, and the Lions are moving it. As Detroit would call a timeout. Now they're down to 1. 1st and goal at the 5. Lawson would be sacked. So just like that, the Lions are backed up, and they're out of timeouts. As Lawson, he's going to get it to Hawkinson, who's tackled it for 1. The Lions are probably going to try to spike it and kick a field goal, but the problem is they spike it too late, and despite being up for 1, are unable to score to end the first half. On to the second half now, 2nd and 13 for Detroit. Lawson scrambling like he's laying on a date. And he's the open man, Miles Sanders. Nobody saw him in the open field. And he's able to capitalize, bringing it to the 23. Lawson now in the zone. And can Detroit find the end zone? Well, Kerryon Johnson's running backwards. He loses 4 on the play. Everson, Griffin, and friends there with the stop. There were about 3 Vikings there in the backfield. Kerryon just had nowhere to go. And then 3rd and 12, here's Lawson. He has all the time in the world. The pass will be incomplete for Galladay. But, penalty flag, defensive pass interference, automatic first down. You can't do that. MJ Stewart, the former UNC Tar Heel and Tampa Bay Buccaneer, with the penalty. And then on 2nd and goal, Juju Smith-Schuster would find the end zone. And then they do this cringy celebration. I mean, this is not good. Whoever designed the Lions celebrations, ouch. You guys can do a lot better than that. I can tell you, there are some dancers on this offense. Juju has some moves. Got to do him better than that. So here's the next Lions possession. Kerryon Johnson this time loses 5 yards on that run, putting him at 16 for the day. Miles Sanders, who had 1 carry up to that point, was the team's leading rusher. 2nd and 15, though. When in doubt, go with the pass game as for rookie wideout out of Louisville. Lawrence Parnell makes a nice play. Good game in this one from Parnell. He didn't do anything too crazy, but did the job that he needed to do. 3rd and 5. There's Travis Fulgham. Does he get it? They're not going to say he did. That was close. So 4th and inches. The Lions are going to keep the offense out on the field. They're going to go for it. And Kerryon Johnson would gain the necessary 3 yards for a first down, keeping the chains moving. And the Lions here at the end of the 3rd have an opportunity to make it a 2-score game, and that's what they'll do. T.J. Hawkinson with the touchdown. And the Lions are now up 21-10 after being down 10-0 at one point. As that ball is out, Mike Renwick, the rookie, gets the sack, forces the fumble, picked up by Jared Davis. Lions now have a chance to make it 28-10, a 3-score game. As Lawson, he'd actually be sacked on 3rd down by Kenny Young, the linebacker. Savard forced the field goal unit to come out on instead. Here is Matt Prater, his first field goal of the day, and he is good after going 3 for 3 with the PATs. It's been a rough year for Prater, the old man trying to show he still has some leg. 4th and 13, there is Salazar. His pass is broken up by the one and only Chidobe Awuzie. Funnest name to say in the NFL. So now the Lions are just going to try to choose some clock. Here's Kerryon Johnson. Whoa! Nice little juke for KJ. He brings it inside the 5 for a gain of 24. Now 3rd and goal. Can the Lions punch it in and end this game? Well, not quite, as Tez is going to be sacked by Eric Kendricks. That'll force the field goal unit to come out. Here would be the veteran Matt Prater, and he'd make his 2nd kick of the day, making it 27-10. So now the Vikings are down by 3 scores, and it's basically game over. 4th and 1. Another 4th down here for Minnesota. Lions going to send the all-out blitz, and it's Harrison Smith, the longtime Viking, getting the sack against his former team to put the icing on the cake. That's how this game would end. Lions win it by a final score of 27-10.